Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa. Welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I will be your captain today. I'll have a co captain, but you have to stick around and find out who that is. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to press that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed to the show, set your notifications to all so that you don't miss any of the hot topics and fire content. And go on and press that like button while you're at it. Queens and kings on the agenda today. Oh, whoa. Let's get into it. We have this is not an ordinary interview. We have the one, the only Alexyss K. Tylor. Okay, she's back. Okay, so she's going to give us an insight on JACKYOH's experience before, she was taken up out of here. Alexis is a psychic medium, ALEXYSSKTYLOR.com if you want to ask any questions after the interview or if you just want to personally connect to her. And tonight we'll be doing questions. If you guys would love to send in a donation, we'll post our Cash App and mine out there in a minute. But the question that everyone wants to know was, who was there? What were her last moments? Well, we have a lot to get into. Let's get into it because this is a lot of lies, a lot of deceit, a lot of dishonesty, according to the streets. Let's go. Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Goddess Tulsa Show. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now is the time to go ahead and get ready for the show. We have some great news for you. Okay? We're going to have a great time. So I really, really, really appreciate you and your dedication to showing up. Gratitude. Don't be afraid to hit that Cash App. And don't forget to smash that like button. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for sticking with us. All right, so welcome, Royals. The show will definitely start shortly. Refreshments are in the back. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are the replay, please subscribe to ALEXYSSKTYLOR.com and find her here on YouTube. And also subscribe here as well. We're all family. And also go over to our fellow content creator, Paperwork Party, and also Norris Tony. Let's go ahead and do our royal roll call. We have Day by Day says hello, greetings and welcome. Day by Day. Day by Day says, I hope she didn't suffer too much with the upside down face, a sad face. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and get into your seats because now it's time to introduce the author, speaker, and public access channel host. Alexyss K. Tylor presents a world in which women are uninhibited, unafraid, and completely aware of vagina power. As the mainstream media double down on the objectification inherent in pole dance culture, Tylor presents a new program of female expression and relationships in which gender is plumbed, but neither penis nor vagina is a weapon. Without further ado, introducing Alexyss K. Tylor, your psychic medium, medical intuitive. I could go on and on. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. It's an honor to be here. Hello, everybody.
Yes, the honor is mine. The pleasure is mine. Trust me on that. Now, Alexis, welcome to the show. I'm going to give you the opportunity to reintroduce yourself and let the people know on which platforms they can follow you and how they connect and what all you offer and accomplish. But before we get into that, rest in respect um, to your late father, Jacky Wilson, and the beloved late souls that are at your altar and that visit your altar. And thank you for the blessings that have come in for the altar. And so definitely want to recognize everybody.
I know. Nipsey gave me a new blend tonight for a real hot and spicy barbecue sauce. Yes. That I know I love hot and spicy. My girl Shannon loves hot and spicy. And he was saying I should let people know that I cook meats instead of just the vegetables. Because, I have the steak there, but I'm working on another side of the menu and creating the blends, and I'm so excited about it. So, yeah, we have the food. We're getting it now. I was actually talking to Shannon when you called, so she can go grocery shopping for the people that have been physically murdered, but that are still here, because that's how all of this started. I never knew that this would go to this place, but I absolutely love it, and I'm glad that everybody loves the way it looks. And for the people that have blessed me enough by coming to try the food, I am so thankful for them and so honored by them, because when they try it and people see it, it looks good on the picture, but we actually have real, physical human beings going over there getting it and trying it, and even the little children, and they love it. So that means the world to me. So I do that. I have the ancestor altar food, as well as I share the food from the altar, because people want to. It's literally like spirit food. I call it spirit cooking because it's blessed food, and I bless it, and the people that are on the altar give me permission to share that food. That's the only way that I do it, and I eat it, and I absolutely love it. Since I've been cooking for the children, because a lot of times I don't eat. That actually made me eat more, so I know I need to take better care and rest. And it don't matter if you're resting, but you're not eating. So I enjoyed myself earlier, trying to have me some of that rice that I baby be begging for.
Yes, that you be having me drooling for.
Yes, some of that, a little bit of cornbread, and now I'm making this new spicy sauce that people will also be able to get it if they want the sauce, extra sauce to take it with them. I do that, and I am a psychic medium. I read people that are physically dead but yet still alive. I do private readings for people that send me their loved ones that are physically dead, and they want messages from them. So I do that privately, as well as do the tarot cards, the tarot readings. I also, because people keep saying, now don't you think it's time for you to do your food truck and your restaurant? I'm like, no, because you all are seeming to forget that I also am a medical intuitive. So I have the ability to look at someone's picture, to hear their voice, to look at their name on a piece of paper, and to see what's wrong with them and where it is, so they can go to their doctor and tell them to look at a certain area. I also make hair and skin products from scratch. If someone comes to me and they tell me they have a problem where their head's itching, or their child's got crust or ringworm all over the body, or hair's not growing, or patches missing like mine was missing. When Nipsey came here and gave me the formula, I had 3 big spots. I actually looked like in the front and top of my head. My edges were gone. It looked like I had female pattern baldness. That's how bad it was. Now you've seen pictures of me taking the wig off. Mm-hmm. Never had to wear a wig in my life. But I appreciate them now, because I needed it. I couldn't go outside with my head like that. Now the bald spots are gone. So, see, I have another business. I have several things that I do. So I can't cook every day, all day, because I also love to make my hair and my skin products to get rid of stretch marks, uneven skin, skin that's dark and blotchy in certain areas, back of the neck, elbows, booty cheeks, knees, all that stuff I love to do. So yeah, that's a little bit about who I am and what I do, as well as teach on spiritual sexuality. I am the creator of the Alexyss K. Tylor Vagina Power show. I am the creator of the philosophy of spiritual sexuality, vagina power, penis power, and sperm power. That's basically dealing with your soul, your mind, body, and soul. It's not just a physical connection. Sex is not physical first. It is mental, etheric, emotional, before it becomes physical. So I also teach about those things. You see, I have to try to find time to do all of them.
Understandable. So what really stood out to me was you're selling the sauce, but you aren't selling the drip, Queen Drip. So
I don't understand what you mean.
You're selling the sauce. You know, I guess, can't nobody drip like you. It's like drip or drown.
Drip is also sauce. You got that sauce. Too much sauce. Which means you're dripping. Which means you fly. Which means you're the bomb.
Oh, I just felt it all up in me. You know what? Let's feel it. I wanted to bring up, since we were talking about the altar and honoring the altar and everyone that comes and visit, you did a stream live on June the 12th. And so I wanted to go here. I see the flowers, I see the candles, and I know you have a beautiful message for us on here. So for anybody that would love to contribute, could you let us know how?
Beautiful, and it's so.
If they have their celebrity they like, or they want to contribute for JACKYOH, Nipsey, King Von. You know what I just saw? Lil Durk was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. They said he was exhausted. He worked on an album. He traveling doing a tour. He said his chest was hurting on the left side of his heart. When they checked his heart, they said, "Oh no, you got to go be admitted immediately." And you know, he was very close to King Von. So, and somebody was saying they think he's grieving King Von. And it's just so much stress on his heart. He might have had a light heart attack and didn't know it. This was just about 10 minutes ago, it was reported. Lil Durk was rushed to the hospital, I think in Ohio, where he's on tour. So if anybody wants to donate for King Von or anyone else that's their favorite, they do it. Just cash up King Nip, Queen Drip. King Nip, Queen Drip. All one word. King Nip, Queen Drip.
No, it's Queen Drip, King Nip.
It's King Nip, Queen Drip.
No, it's Queen Drip, King Nip.
Oh, child. Okay, thank you. I don't know how I could do that. Queen, it's King Nip. Queen Drip, King Nip. That's what it is.
I hit her up at $ Queen Drip, King Nip.
Okay.
Yeah. Queen Drip, King Nip.
I don't know how I could forget that. Never have.
This is heavy, Alexis. I have the altar up right now. Thank you so much. One of our beautiful subscribers put it in here. $ Queen Drip, King Nip. Okay. Because Alexis, you was about to have me over here questioning myself.
I never did that before.
Yeah. How you doing? You know, I'm over here in my Wendy's energy, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so it's Queen Drip, King Nip, and it's with a blue candle and gold. Okay, so guys, make sure you screenshot that. So it'll be Queen Drip, King Nip. Okay. All right, now that we've got that going, let's go ahead and Alexis, let's go ahead and review your live reading at the altar with JACKYOH. Okay.
Drawn, and I wanted to see if Jacky wanted to talk, Miss JACKYOH. So I am going to just see what I can feel from her and channel, and I continue to do more as long as y'all want me to, and as long as she wants to talk. If you want more things for her on the altar, more candles, more food, more flowers. Someone just told me she likes to drink wine. She also showed me, it looked like a soda or something. So I don't know if it was water or if it was a clear, like a Sprite or something else that she wanted. But if you know the wine to me, red or white, but I'm going to see what she says. You know, I'll have to run it by them to see if that's what she wanted. Or I don't know if the baby just wants some fresh water. You can donate to me and hit my Cash App, King Nip, Queen Drip. Because the ones that have been here very strongly, thank you. People have been showing me a lot of love and donating like you always have since I started the altars for Nipsey, King Nipsey Hussle, Arius Joseph Ashkadam, King Vaughn, Shannon's uncle Gary. His birthday's coming up about a week or so we got to put his stuff up there for the birthday. And Miss Jackie, she just walked in. Nobody sent me a donation for her. I just spent my own money and gave to her because she walked in. So as I was washing, I said, let me get up because I've been like feeling so worn out. They tried to kill me this weekend. Them demons that's involved with some female, them damn same witches that I told y'all about tried to choke me in my damn sleep. I woke up coughing like a motherfucker. I had to literally get up out the bed, then I went back to sleep. I woke up coughing again, like somebody tried to choke me. Them bitches, goddammit. That's why I know it's 3 bitches. It's 2. Sometimes I see 2 white ones, or 1 white looking one, a half white one, and a black. Then I see 3 bitches together, goddammit. 3 black bitches. One of them might be half black, or Spanish, or Cuban, or Dominican, I don't know, and white with a half thigh red. Like the clown, like we love that red, and that umbrage got some red hair sometime. Real fiery ass red. See, these women, she keeps saying, she's so angry right now. But I was saying, yeah, y'all send a donation, baby, and I'll make sure her food is up here. Well, okay, you saying she's a vegetarian. It's vegetables up here and it's steak up here. So basically, whatever people like, I don't make anybody, I just don't do pork. Whatever people like, they're free to take the energy out of what food they choose. So we do have meat eaters here, and all of them love vegetables, honey. So I'm sure there are some vegetables that she like that are up here, since you said she never eats meat, because I don't know anything about it. And I really haven't followed her or know anything about her complete cuisine. But I've seen her at times, she was chunky. So if you want to say she just strictly vegetarian and you know that for a fact, okay. But I've seen her in some of her videos who said she would like to lose weight and very plump. I know she didn't get like that, eating no goddamn salad, honey. But anyway, I'm not arguing about this shit. I'm putting up here a little bit of something that everybody like. So if you want to donate to it, you can, and I'll make sure I have it for her. So what would give her the most strength, or what does she want? I don't understand what you're saying. Because basically, like I said, anybody that's been murdered and their life is taken from them, she was 33 years old, just like Nipsey was 33 years old. She did not want to physically die. She had just had a young child. I think her last child was under a year old. The boy, she misses her body. She misses her space. From what I can see about this woman, she's very, very dominant and very territorial when it comes to her man, her house, her babies, her life. The way she wanted, she's very strict about that shit. Bitches don't come in my motherfucking space. If I tell you don't fucking come over here, and I'm going to have my life the way I want it and fuck my man the way I want to in the house the way I set it up. Bitches don't bring your motherfucking ass around. That's how she feel now. Y'all bitches think y'all finna come up here and try to start fucking John. Talking about DCYOUNGFLY. I think y'all finna fuck him and take care of my children and console him because he grieving and sad. Bitch, y'all got another thing coming. John better not fucking do that shit. She's in that house. She's around those children or wherever they are right now. Because it look like they moved around. So I don't know if they visiting different relatives. They talking about who's going to take care of them or who they're going to visit when he's not home and he has to work, because he has a lot of new projects happening now because they're going to do a lot of shit for him, grieving, like feeling bad for him and feeling sorry for him. And then other stuff that was blocked that didn't open up for him can open up now. Because I see he can sing. He has a beautiful voice. He can rap and he can sing. Very talented. So he been singing, been rapping. I saw those on Instagram and shared them on my page. So she could have knew how very talented he was. So some of their children might have those same talents. I'm looking at that oldest one. who's very outspoken and an actress and just very creative and very, very confident in her little self and what she wants to do. He says she didn't probably carve, not against eating meat. But you're right, she was fluffy, baby, so she couldn't be fluffy from eating no salad every day, honey. And no chef salad and shit. And I'm sure she wasn't just no strict vegetarian carrying no babies. He is getting more opportunities and calls from all around the United States and all around the world to fly here, do this, do that. He's getting ready to be super busy after this girl's physical death. And she's angry about it. And now all these women who feel like she out the way, they're going to try to console him. And white women are going to try to console him and move in and try to imitate her and look like her and mimic her and copy her. You'll see women around her that try to look like her and act like her. And that's what she's saying. And she's very, very angry about this. And she feels like her so-called girls, like where my dog's at, where my girl's at, lied to her and let her down. She's seeing the fakeness in these people now. She's seeing a lot of them were superficial and around her because of her nigga she was with and because of whatever opportunity she was working on, acting like they love her, working projects for her or working on projects with her or invite her in the shit to really ride off of her and get fame and fortune off of her and name drop as they want to come up off of her, but act like they coming up together with her. That's what she's seeing now. And she didn't like things that went on at that funeral. And if something happened to her body, because I couldn't see it up close, but from the distance, she looked swole. And her face looked swole. And that tells me something was very wrong with her body. And she had all the excess fluid and infection and was leaking in the inside.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to stop it right there because I want to give you guys a timeline of when Alexis said this. Okay, so this was on July the 12th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are experiencing this from JACKYOH. This is live, a live reading at the altar. You stated she was there. So let's go ahead and do a royal roll call. We have Dazzle in the building. Dazzle, that Terra says, hey, Queen Tulsa, AKT in chat.
Okay.
Dior says she has like the angel wings over her head. Blessings to the beautiful Tulsa, Alexis K. Tylor in chat.
Thank you.
Norris Tony says, hey, Tulsa, hello, how are you? Guys, make sure you are liking, sharing, and subscribing. Alexis, okay, let's get down to it because you're a psychic medium, medical intuitive. We have JACKYOH's altar right here on live with us. What was that experience like when she showed up to your house?
The first time she was running from demons, I saw women. If you look at that first reading, I think that's where it was. She would keep waking me up all night because she knew how to get here. And she was saying, they chasing me. She was real scared. She was running from a man. And it looked like, I'm wondering, did she start? First, it was a woman. I seen two women and I seen two men. And it was a younger man and a younger woman from Atlanta. And then it was an older woman from Atlanta and it was an older man. And the thing is, when he comes as somebody very powerful, secretly having organized crime ties, like mob ties or gang ties. And the older woman is powerful and she has money and she's a mother or a mother figure. I believe that's her auntie. And I don't know if her auntie has any children, but she also comes off, she has like a mothering type of energy, and she also is powerful and has money, but she was also worried and dealing with some issues. So I'm wondering if somebody can find out, does her auntie Jacky, her daddy's sister, have any children of her own? So it was a young man peeping inside the door, but it looked like he also had emotional feelings for her, or he liked her, but she, I don't know if this is DC, because I see a group of people down there arguing and fighting. Then I see a group of people partying down there. And then when she came in here, she was like, help me. She was running in my room, but she was going to run past my bed, like into the wall. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. I got you. And I saw 3 women. I saw a white looking one with some real fire engine red hair. I saw another one, like she was Spanish, or might be half black and Spanish. I seen a black one, more brown-like, with black hair. Simone B. I mean, well, it looks similar like. And it was a couple of other women, like a group of them, with the older woman and the older man. And so I knew the main 2, the older woman and the older man, which could be her father, because he's very powerful and has secret organized ties to a big group. I guess people don't know, but you're kind of getting the idea when he's talking about his members and his Master X and how these people listen and spy and listen to people talking about him and what they do. This man is very powerful on the low. He had an agreement with the auntie. There was a bond and a new deal they had made in the event of her death. When she died, physically died, a disagreement was going to definitely be sealed. Their deal was sealed and locked into effect. So when she came in here, first I had to talk to her and let her know she was safe. And then they were attacking me. So I had to learn how to deal with the attack, because I didn't want her out there where I see the devil was following her. These demons were around her. There was black magic. It's still showing up. Black magic. And it's around this young man, DC. It's around him. Well, he rushed in acting like he would want to help her, but really she's saying he the one that bound her up, because she said, I want to tell, but I don't. That's how she acting today. I want to say, but I don't want to say. It's my aunt, and it was DC. She said it was another girl, and this. So after I calmed her down, Queen Tulsa, for the first few days, she was like that. And I had to let her know it's nothing to be scared of. And you don't speak to the demons. Don't make deals with them. Don't look at them. Don't talk to them. Come over here, because it's the trick, because they're trying to get your soul, because she did not sell her soul doing treacherous shit. So when she calmed down and she felt safe in here, she relaxed and she started worrying, telling me she was worrying about the babies and telling me her head was hurting and she was running from this man. And the man had a saw, like an electric saw, a knife. She said, he's going to cut me in my head. He cut me in my head. He cut me in my face. And I said, oh, Lord, are you talking about surgeon? She said, no. He's going to cut me in my head. I don't want to cut my head open. And I said, I wonder, did this child get a full autopsy? Not just from the neck down with the wide zipper incision and opened up and ribs taken out, organs taken out. But then you have a full one with a cranial where they peel your face back. I've seen them done. So your face literally looks like a mask. They go like around the hairline, like where they go in the back of the head. They go in the back of the head, start cutting to lift the skin up and come up around, like up behind the ear, up, and then that skin and that fascia, they disconnect it. It's just like a mask. They peel it forward down under your chin. So it's like your face is laid down like a mask, and then underneath it, you see the fatty tissue, connective tissue, arteries, veins, and all that, and then they get access to cut your skull open, pop that open, so they can get her brain out. And I'm wondering, I'm kind of getting a feeling, because she said, no, she didn't want them to do that, and they were cutting into her body, and she was watching the medical examiner do this autopsy, and she was in a lot of pain that hurt her. See, people think because somebody's laying there and their body's dead and they physically outside of it, they think they're gone, they don't feel. They are watching, and it's horrifying to them. Some of them throw up On the other side, you can still do the same thing. You can eat, you can drink, you can get nauseated, you can feel the pain because you're still connected to your body. That's your other self, the lower self that rides. That's just like a suit. You get in and out of it. And it terrified her to see that. Plus, she was already cut up. Remember, because she had just had surgery like 24 hours before. 24 hours later, that girl up there dead. I mean, it's just so fucked up. She was double traumatized, triple traumatized, really. You got your surgery. I believe some things went wrong in that surgery. Possible leaking in the body and nicks in the body. Looking at the heart, the lung, one lung in particular, and up in the brain. I wonder was she leaking blood and fluids inside of there with the anesthesia and the drugs, and then she got to the room. I saw a female went on her first. A male, I don't see a male come in there and do it first, but it was a male and female in the room. That's why I wanted DC, was he in that room come and see her with two other men and two other females, and them young, and then the one older and the younger, the older, the male older, the female older, because she come up as the Queen of Pentacles, he come up as the King of Pentacles. So, you know, this was all about money to them, Queen Tulsa. This was about a deal, an agreement, along with family. Like, they wanted that girl dead. That's what I don't want to say. What I really don't understand, and then it was another older female too that was older than Jacky. That's also a mother that got children or a child of her own that's emotional. So I wonder what sign is JACKYOH's auntie Angela? Is she a fire sign or is she an air sign? Because she's with DC right here, and like I don't want to say that, but look like he called himself liking this older woman. Got like a little crush on this older woman. And what brings them together is this death with this lady's body. You know what? I don't want to say this, man, but like why this lady's body laying up there in state, you know, like she dying. And when she pronounced dead and shit, he over there looking at her like they doing some fucking, like he wanna like fuck this older woman. So I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? I don't want to say that. Maybe it was another young man with DC them that was interested in an older woman. I just don't want to say that he got a crush on this older woman over his goddamn the dead body of his so-called woman he loved like a wife and shit, and didn't goddamn marry. Then it shows a group of them down here fighting. It's all about jealousy and competition, trying to show who got the power, who got the most clout, who gonna get the most attention. They fighting over who gonna be next and who gonna come up, while they trying to fight to hold on to the girl money. So it looked like it was some arguments and disagreement and shit before this even happened, and she's not even thinking about the shit. She looking at it like, I'm gonna get my surgery done. I'm gonna come out. The world really gonna be mine now because I'm gonna have my body looking like I want to. I'm gonna make even more money and get more attention because it basically, I don't see like she wanted to look like someone else or be like someone else. She just wanted to get little tweaks done since after she had the children, little things that she saw and she noticed, like if I'm gonna be naked, if I'm gonna sell clothes, if I'm gonna sell makeup, if I'm gonna sell food, then I need to be hot on every level. No matter what angle somebody look at me, it's no flaw, and I totally understand that because she's an entertainer. And she's a model. She's in the spotlight. So you don't want to have no scars or nothing showing because you make your body, your money off your skin, you know, and off your body and the shape and the sex appeal of it and all those things. So she's like, I'm working on this new project or some new project she said she's working on. I'm contemplating making it work. But, you know, to really rise up to the top and be where I need to be flawless in my own eyes and compete with all these bitches that's looking at my man or could possibly take my place, so that I got to compete with to get where I need to go. I need to stand down and be in a lane of my own. And then she's like, boom, it's this explosion happened. These really catastrophic events that I did not see coming. And I'm seeing my nigga and this bitch is all in with these shit. She said these bitches wanted me going all along, and this other bitch he was fucking. Then some weird shit come up to me, girl. I don't really understand because it's another older man here, which is, I believe, is people in entertainment. And that's when I see the police getting involved, like the justice system getting involved here and looking at it, because she was saying her head She had head trauma and face trauma, and for some reason, the girl is saying that this happened to her before. So, and then it's saying that DC can be very cold, and he was abusive to her, and he talked to her in a kind of way, like reckless out the mouth, and that he got addictions, and that he's a sex addict, and that this other bitch, she was fucking another bitch, and then she telling him, well, what you gonna do? It's gonna be her or me. You gonna leave that white bitch, and you know, I don't want you with that bitch you claim you ain't happy with her. And he was like, look, man, I can't just do that shit. You know, everybody will know and the whole world gonna come down on me. I'll leave her and leave her with 3 children. And you might think that Jacky weak and soft, but she ain't weak and soft. It's gonna be some repercussions behind this shit. I'm gonna have to deal with child support and all this other kind of trouble behind it. If I leave her with them 3 babies to be with you and come out of public, well, nigga, you gonna do something. So I'm getting the impression this is not a white girl that's talking to him, but she young and cute and got a nice figure. She's in the entertainment too. I wonder, do she ever be on that show Wild and Out, or is it just white girls on that show? It's somebody he been engaged with. He been fucking several people, because see, he's real fucking sneaky. Like, he's a cold-hearted, cold-blooded snake, and he look like he might be close to the baby in his family. So I don't know if he's one of the youngest children or is he the youngest child, but he's like one of the babies in his family. So he's kind of be irresponsible. He's not really an empathic or sympathetic, emotional type of person when it comes to women. He don't really know how to deal with women or show his feelings or engage in a real serious emotional relationship. He's very sneaky with these people. They don't know his business. They don't really know him because he don't say nothing. He don't tell them that I want to meet, we get high, whatever, I want to fuck. And after that, don't ask me my business. Don't call my house. Don't try to get my phone. Don't try to tell my lady. It ain't nothing like that. When we out and I'm working or out of town, when we do, we just do, we do. We got a separate thing over here. And when I go home, don't try to contact my family or ask me to contact you because I'm with them. This is a separate issue. Well, what are y'all doing or where it's at? You don't need to know what we're doing. You don't need to know the status of our relationship. Just know what me and you got going on. So this woman's like, I'm tired of this shit. You gonna tell her why you down here. The bitch was down there in Florida too, and I'm saying with him, associated with some type of, but it was also professional and party. So if they was down there partying or hanging out or something, it also was tied to his business and something that he was doing. So, and I had heard briefly on the paperwork part the other day, they said he might have been down there with Trick and Nick Cannon. So has that been verified? Was they down there?
Well, we do have photos.
Oh, okay.
We do have photos.
That was also tied to some kind of business, some type of way. It was like a business trip / pleasure trip and partying.
Well, let me just mention this, because I heard you saying soul harvesting earlier. Do you know the young lady, Latasha Scott from Escape? She was down there at the food truck for Trick Daddy. And she's very controversial with her group.
Is she the one, her husband been messing around with somebody else for a few years now?
Yes, and her husband was called out with another woman.
I think they've been going together. I think he might be still dealing with the woman. The woman said she got text message pictures of him and everything. I don't know if she ever got pregnant by before, but what's that got to do with soul harvesting? Her, Latasha and her husband.
Well, she was, I don't know. She was down there, and I know like everybody's trying to run on tour. Everybody's trying to get some glory.
Is she on tour?
I'm not sure. I think she's trying to get in where she fits in.
That means she's not hot no more. So if somebody's getting ready to be a part of a tour or do a tour of their own and they know it's a public demand for them, that means they got to do some sacrificing. They got to put some work in. But see, Nick Cannon is already in there. He already doing his. DC is already in there. Like he wanted to cash her in. And see, she already knew there was a problem because it was something she didn't feel right about. She just kind of, when she talked to me, it's like, I don't really want to say that. I don't really want to tell that about him. She's like, I know, but I kind of don't. I don't want to say I know. I don't want to say, but he had been abusive to her. And she felt like he was fucking around. I think she knew he was. She just didn't want to accept that shit or didn't want to say it to nobody. But I see him arguing with this woman arguing with him rather and confront him. You are not going to do me like this. You're going to tell me something. You're going to tell her something. You're going to do something. He said, I can't directly just out
and quit her in front of everybody. It'll have to be done in a way where it looks like I'm not to blame and I'm not responsible. And he knew if something happened to her, you see what I'm saying? Now he's single because of her death, not because I left her. So that way you look more innocent. You know, he lonely, he young, and, you know, he got children, he still got needs. So we know he probably got lovers, and because he lonely and needs sex, you know, niggas a sex addict, because you could tell when he was with her. I want some pussy when they was on the video. That's all he could say to that girl in front of everybody. And she's like, well, DC can't get no pussy because I'm in Atlanta and he in LA. He's like, really, like, you know, just so callous and cold and disrespectful to her. And this is your woman. I mean, we know you like to have sex with her. It's clear y'all got 3 goddamn children. I mean, but it's a way to do everything. You act like she's somebody you just want to hook up with and screw. It was just very disrespectful. So you could tell that's what's on his mind. And he was very narcissistic and wanted her to serve him. You could just see it in him. And she was the one that was more humble and willing to take a lot of shit or work through things. It's like his way or the highway. So now it's like, I don't look like I did anything to her. I don't look like I was involved in it any kind of way. And don't look like I cashed her in. And I don't look like I did her wrong and I left her with 3 babies because he couldn't live with that. That would be a real bad stain on his reputation. A lot of people will lose respect for him. For some reason, I'm seeing that in this love affair. It's an older woman he's liking and it's a younger woman he's actually screwing. And I'm seeing it's like 2 groups of lovers here. That's what's confusing to me. And these addictions. So they got enough fucking, sucking, and getting high. This is what I'm saying, like doing kind of group sex type of shit. While this girl is laying in there dying and knocked in the head, been cut up already. Then she's like, I fell. She's like, she fell or somebody roughed her up or knocked her down, or I don't know if they really beat her ass or knocked her down, or she felt like she was being knocked around because she was already drugged. Her body was already very tired. She had already been cut open. I just don't know the exact details of it because you see the doctor ain't telling, and I haven't seen an autopsy. I don't think they've released it yet. She said it was very difficult for her. She was under so much pressure. Her body was so tired. She felt so tired. She was wore out, and her back was heavy and hurting, and she was still trying to stay alive and fight, and then her head was hurting. So I don't know if they put a bandage on her goddamn head and wrapped her head, or she needed a bandage on her head, but she was fighting with somebody, and I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say that shit. I'm willing to I just don't want to believe somebody fighting a woman that been cut up and cut open on drugs. I mean, that ain't even no goddamn fight. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who the fuck can fight you back that been cut open, bleeding, packing, got drained? Can't even hit nobody back. She can't even stand up straight. But it was, I don't, I'm saying, she said I was bound. She felt like she was bound up or tied up or held down and jumped. I just, ooh. But I don't want to say she was physically jumped. Maybe she just felt like she was jumped or somebody held her down and hit her around the face and head because she was already cut open and drugged, or I don't know if she tried to get up and they held her in place, maybe because it was dangerous because she had been cut open, freshly cut, and then want to tear a bandage or stitches loose, or maybe she was hallucinating and felt that way because she had no control of her body, or she couldn't just freely get up. She wasn't mobile to move around. It's just like a fell. So I don't know if she accidentally fell or did they lay her on the floor to try to give her, I don't know, CPR or mouth to mouth, but she keeps showing me she felt like somebody was holding her down, her arms. She couldn't move her arms. She couldn't move her hands. Like something was over her eyes. Something was over on her head. Look, I don't know what the fuck this is. Why she's telling me that she's struggling, And she's showing me these different men and women of different ages. They're in the entertainment industry. One's her aunt, one's her father. People with money, power, and influence to lie and cover this up. So aunt is two-faced and a big damn liar, and sitting up here with one of them girls up there that was in there, where they said DC sister was down there, her stinking ass, and the other younger women in there, they high-fiving and laughing about that shit on the low. But then, because you notice the aunt got damn quiet, and the aunt seen what happened to the girl, but the aunt won't tell nobody what fucking happened to the girl. So you a dirty ass, you know what? She is giving off an illusion, pretending that she care, and she don't. You care about your niece, but you jealous of your goddamn niece. And the girl, this shit is so fucked up right here, and she's holding a lot of secrets. She's an older woman that's very wise and has a lot of the secrets. She's holding all of the motherfucking secrets, and she ain't gonna tell. Not the public, she ain't gonna tell. You ain't gonna get it out of her. You're not gonna get it out of daddy. And she gonna make a lot of money behind it. Dirty bitch.
Wow. So when we talk about this is heavy. Okay, let me go ahead and read some of the comments.
She said they had been stealing her money. She's like, this bitch been dirty to me. She said my aunt was stealing my money. And he was cheating. She was doing sneaky shit behind her back. And the other girl and DC two-faced it, talking about her to herself, saying one thing, then going behind her back to another bitch saying another motherfucking thing, and then saying, you know, I'll handle her. I got her under control. I handle DC, you know, and I'm gonna come up from this because the Wheel of Fortune is showing up right here. I mean, see, I don't even want to say this shit. I shouldn't even come out here to say this shit.
Do your thing. I'm here. I'm listening.
I just said it. I'm just saying the stuff I just said. I ain't want to say.
Okay.
I thought you said you want to take a break and read some comments because this shit fucked up.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and take some comments. Dazzle that TERRACE says he took that girl for granted, period. She also says the worst karma he will have is him realizing how great of a woman he had, watching his baby go through life without a mother, remembering all the love and support she had to give. That will hurt. She also says, and I don't like B. Simone. I think she is miserable about her life on the low. Kim G says, a guest at the funeral told paperwork party her nose looks sewed on. Dazzle says, 5 of Wands, she did have an alteration while in recovery. Dazzle also says, with a man or about a man. Kim G has the prayers. And Kim G says, Queen Drip King Nip.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go over here to the altar. I want people to see the altar and see the live reading with JACKYOH. Because I want you guys to understand, Alexis, we know, what we see in the 3D world, third dimensional world. We have some things confirmed about JACKYOH's death, but some speculation still going on, like accusations, rumors, no autopsies yet, no police report to give us, all of the exact details. Alexis, can you give us any more information from the spiritual world, underworld, what is being said after this break?
I mean, yeah, but I just gave you a lot of it. Just like one thing I seen that I thought was fucked up. DC left, the auntie left, DC sister, they left that girl. Once they confirmed she was dead, they started traveling. I wonder how long they stayed in Miami after she was pronounced dead. Or they were moving around. So if they didn't completely leave Miami, they was moving around to other places doing shit, and then came to Atlanta. That's the dirty shit. Y'all just left for that girl down there in the morgue dead like that. Which tell me what you wanted to do.
This makes me feel like the Shanquilla is it give me those Shanquilla vibes, like being set up, being thrown off, you know what I'm saying? Like off out of the loop of
Like
knowing,
your friends.
yeah,
Yeah, your
your
friends.
friends, people that you trust. And I mean, in a vulnerable state, I mean, you're, for heaven's sakes, you just had surgery. So for, yeah, you've had anesthesia, you know, you're under, your body just took a hit, you know, with some medical
Well,
tools.
voluntary, that's still surgery, it's still dangerous. Her body open, she on drugs. She got drains on her. You know, her mind ain't good because she tired, her body is exhausted, and she on drugs, and you gonna sit up there and fight somebody? I mean, see, I don't even want to say that goddamn shit, man, but it's coming up just like the person said they saw 5 of swords. I also got 5 of swords. I got 7 of wands. I got 8 of swords. This girl was bound up. She was stuck in a situation she couldn't get out of. 7 of swords, the devil, the king of swords, which is a dirty, cold motherfucker, as well as could be police and a motherfucking lawyer. It's so law enforcement immediately got involved. We don't even know if they know somebody, got somebody on the take down there, you know, in the police department. These were some cold-blooded, dirty motherfuckers here. The 5 of wands, the 5 of swords, the goddamn it 7 of swords, the goddamn it 8 of wands. I mean, this girl had all the fucking 9 of wands, the 8 of swords. I mean, the tower card, the death card. God damn, she was going there to die, baby. As much as that around her and the people that she trusted, she really wasn't gonna make it out of there alive. And then too, you been cut on. They clearly planned to do that shit. Because they knew she kept wanting to go down now. So we're going to wait and get this bitch down here. The bitch ain't going to leave her breathing. I guarantee that we're going to always go down there and we're going to celebrate. Because there was 3 bitches laughing and toasting and drinking. Behind this, then they came back over the water and eased back up here quiet. Didn't say nothing. No, they done did what they wanted to do. Now they practicing getting to the money. Her money.
You know what? You bring out a very good point, because when there's a video of JACKYOH in DC, you know, like you said, he was just so rude and disrespectful. That same video, rude and disrespectful. But when she had brought up Miami, he did not want to hear about Miami.
Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Every time she said it, he told her, be quiet. Yeah. Wow. But I'll be here. I know you got to take a break. We'll talk more when you come back.
Okay. Yes, we will talk more when we come back, guys. Check into this live reading.
Side, like I told y'all, she was leaking, and she told me it was small nicks in the gut and a artery and in her lung. So she couldn't breathe in her lung. And then it goes to affect her brain, but definitely her heart was damaged. The heart stopped. You see this, Jacky, Jacqueline Smith, JACKYOH. If you want to come say anything, I'm right here. Thank you, Angelic. Anything you want to say? She kind of, I just felt her walk in. You see, that's a candle right there, and it went down some. So she's going through. I think she's very emotional, and she's crying right now. And she said, I miss my children. I love my children. I'm cold. I'm cold. I miss my life. I miss my home. My projects have been turned upside down. My money-making opportunities, my movie opportunities, my cosmetics, so many things I was working on and getting ready to travel. She said now it's turned upside down, and these other women trying to come around him and trying to see what they can get and what they can do. And I don't want my children separated. I don't want them going to my father. I don't want them in a place, no matter how beautiful the place looks, where I know it's unsafe, or somebody might try to molest them or abuse them, take advantage of them. And she keeps pointing to the oldest girl. Like somebody has already targeted the oldest girl. really all of them, but they would separate them and do some type of sacrifice to them. And she said, I was very present at that funeral and I hated what I saw. And I saw the two-facedness and some of my so-called friends and who gonna go first and what you gonna say, and I don't know, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that, or maybe we got to get our stories together on what you're gonna present and how you're gonna present it. You've been knowing this girl for years. Y'all been hanging around each other and loving on each other and supporting each other for years, and now you got to write something and figure out what you're gonna say and what you're gonna do. Y'all shouldn't have no problem. I mean, y'all been in the limelight and the camera all this goddamn time. Now you stand in front of people at a funeral. It's hard for you to think of something to say about the goddamn girl. And trying to get yourself together and like you so broke up and shit. She was saying inside these people are conflicted and two-faced towards her, and these women that was around her thinking about themselves, and said it was 3 of them that celebrated when they heard she physically died. She said, I don't understand. You know, now I'm seeing this and I'm getting out of my body and I'm conflicted and I'm torn, and they still doing rituals on this girl. It's like they put a curse on that girl. When I looked at that casket, I said, oh my God, it was a dark energy all over her body, and the demons were in there fighting over her body. And then, you know, they keep saying, you know what, I'm willing to be wrong before I say this here. You have to be careful who you pray with and who pray over you. Because they keep saying Jacky was so spiritual, she's religious, a praying woman. She pray everything she do. DC, I seen him praying in the hospital when she had the last child, and he always praying over things they want. Well, why is she physically goddamn broke up and twisted up and cut up and goddamn dead? Like laying up there, cursed, bloated all up, don't even fucking look like herself. You know, cursed her body and took her soul out of it. They fighting for that girl's soul right now. She's in the balance. But she's in Atlanta, 33 years old on the 33rd parallel. Atlanta's the 33rd parallel. Heaven Masonic Secret Society Order, who is also the doctors are under and the lawyers are under. When I even look at the cards, the Justice card was upside down. The Ace of Pentacles was upside down. One of her girlfriends was upside down. The devil was beside her lover. So either she has vices, sex, being in love with, addicted to her man, and I don't know if she got high on anything, alcohol, pill, she smoked reefer. Somebody tried to say that her boyfriend don't do it no more, but he has to, because it keeps coming up. He's addicted, he's a sex addict, but then so is she. She's a Scorpio. So just like she said, she like to walk around butt naked all the time. So that means that when she said, if you live next door to me, you can look in the window and see I'm butt naked. So that means your girlfriends and everybody else, and you walk around and show your pussy to them. And like they showed theirs to you, child. Y'all keep acting like y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'm telling you, some bisexual women's around her. And she like to walk around and show her pussy. I mean, she said that. I mean, she in her house. So whoever she been in her house, they like to look too, because all them bitches is freaks. And that's one reason too why she wanted to get the surgery, so she can even be more perfect naked. I totally understand it. But you should have used better judgment and went to a better goddamn doctor. And she's saying these women are up here plotting now, and there was witches in that church doing demonic spells on that girl body, trying to capture her soul, capture her gifts, capture her abilities. They had already been doing it to her. That's why I don't understand the prayers and stuff. I mean, I seen the man praying. They said she pray over everything she do, and they feel like, one of her friends said that's why she was getting close to praying so much, getting close to God, because her higher self must have known that she was goddamn leaving. Them kind of prayers they talking about and talking about get close to God. What is the name of the God you fucking talking about? Because whoever you been praying to, goddamn it, tell me their name, because I'm going to make sure that they miss me. Because I'm not praying to them motherfuckers. I know whenever y'all pray to them and y'all be inside that industry and go to church, either you or the motherfucker you beside come up motherfucking missing and goddamn stinking. They come up physically goddamn it dead. You see what I'm saying? Well, y'all done took an oath inside of a heavily occult demonic society that is under the Baphomet. Satan rules the world and money and success and fame and fortune. Y'all gonna sign them oaths with him or his agents that work up under him for TV, modeling, all types of other deals, products, and services. Then gonna call Jesus on top of that. And you think that that's supposed to fucking mean something? When you done signed your motherfucking soul away in blood, even if you signed the motherfucking contract and then cut your finger, eventually it was coming, or somebody you fucking with, and she was in that industry too, so she had deals too. Then y'all want to call Jesus and the Lord and all that shit, and you wonder why y'all call him and go get fucked up in a surgery, or go have a plane accident, a car accident, or OD on some shit, or somebody shoot your goddamn ass. I mean, you can't serve two masters. Then talking about what he say, he like Jacob in Genesis and shit. So you are one of God's son that he is heavily testing you. And your wife was sacrificed while you praying for the Lord to bless her and protect her and these children. So God just taking you through this here, and don't question God. That's what he said. Don't question it. Don't worry about me. Don't question nothing in our business or how we doing. I'm going to question this shit because I want to know who you calling. I guess it must be Jesus or something, because you referring to the Bible, because I don't. No, thank you. Won't be calling that one no goddamn more, because I realize every time I call that one, real bad shit happened to me. Goddamn it. And she is now questioning everything about her life and everything that happened to her. Baby, when you see somebody either twisted up or real drawed up, or you see somebody swole up and their face look different, their skin look different and shit, somebody done fucking cursed them. And then the embalmers did a bad job. Because remember, I've been inside a funeral home. I've watched the embalmers, and I've seen people die from cancer and be real swole up. They basically cut them under their clothes. You're not going to know. You're not going to see it, to relieve the pressure and the swelling of the fluid. That person look like they got plastic and reconstructive surgery laying out looking flawless as fuck. But see, usually that's the OG embalmers that really know how to do that. So whoever did that didn't really get their science and their knowledge from no real OG to train them, because they should have pulled all that fluid out that girl. She shouldn't have looked as swole up like that, no matter what had happened to her. If they really knew what the fuck they were doing, they're supposed to do their magic and know their chemistry to balance the skin and how all that, and how to style it. I don't know who. I'm gonna look that up again. Come make sure nobody send my body over there. Goddamn it, behind her. Because, you know, they supposed to have her, that bitch laid there beat out like a movie star, goddammit. She supposed to have been looking like she was beat and sleep. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I said, it's a curse on her, because I saw the demonic spell written. One of them was written in Hebrew, and one of them was written to a jinn in Aramaic. So that will be tied into the music industry. It's Arabic. I seen it to a particular demon, or what they call jinn or genie. Just like Christina Aguilera said, a genie in the bottle. I'm coming out. You're going to let me out. You're going to open this bottle. So we're going to see what music and rap and opportunities, music and movies and rap. Let's look for it. Because, and then them bitches around her, them fuckers that tried to damn choke me, goddamn it, and didn't want me to tell nothing else,
but she did.
And said nothing else. These is people's around her. Little dirty little bitches, you. Round her in a circle, doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they also were pulling and feeding off that girl energy like, goddamn it, vampires. That's what the fuck they were doing. Oh, I'm just so, oh, my sister, my twin, and then, oh, I just don't know what we're going to do. Oh, I'm missing you. Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll find a way to get through. Yeah, okay. And up there throwing the swans up and the white birds in the air and shit. Uh-huh. Yeah. Living with, yeah. Playing that song and shit. I don't want to hear that shit, bitch. After I had to sit up here And try 2 up. Thank you. 316.
What'd you say, Drip?
I can kind of sing a little bit, goddamn. I carry a tune, even though I'm still not feeling good. I can sing, goddamn it.
Yes. I think you do. I know you do amazing. Check this out. So somebody left a message like 4 hours ago. They said wild and out, and this is, I guess, this is what it's supposed to mean. Witchcraft into laboring death, not over until taught.
That's what wild and out mean? I don't know.
Child, I don't know either. But I definitely want to thank you for your exclusive reading, your altar that you provide for our loved ones that crossed over, and what you do for the community.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. So guys, if you want to get into, let's listen to maybe like 5 more minutes of this.
Okay.
Just about 5 more minutes, because you take me, I mean, oh my God, I be over here just like trying to hold back, because when you be saying the truth, it's like right on. And the way that you deliver the message is like, yeah, you really hit the spot, and you make people think. It's one thing for me to hear somebody giving a reading, but you're very detailed, and you really go there. So shout out to the universe.
I wanted to say too, because someone has said, I read a comment to that, you stole it from Paper Party. You stole it. I didn't take my readings from Paperwork Party. I don't know if that's what they were talking about. I know you use the content with their permission, but they were referring to the things I said in my readings. I had done my readings, and then Paperwork Party confirmed things I said after I did the readings. You can look at the date of my readings and the date of some of their shows. If I don't know if that's what they meant, but I didn't steal.
Yeah, I think it was they thought that I had stole some content. Like, on here as a content creator, we have our subscribers, and sometimes people go out of their way and steal other people's content. So I think that they were just like letting me know, like, you stole it, and I'm gonna go and tell them. But I had to tell them, like, no, I didn't steal. And I reached out to the young man behind the scenes and got his permission. I would never take anybody's content without permission, because I asked you for your content, like, hey, do you mind if I use this?
I told you, I offered. I said, honey, you can have it. You can share it, upload it. I would love it.
Yeah. So I always ask permission, and I try to have a good relationship with my YouTube content creators. We all are in a working space, and it's money out here for all of us,
Okay.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go live here in a little bit, because, speaking of Paperwork Party, there was a gentleman on there that said that he attended the funeral. His name is Israel. He attended the funeral, and he said that JACKYOH seemed like she was beat up and looked like her nose was missing or sewed on. And so that's very interesting, because the photo that we saw from, or the video footage that we saw from the funeral, it did look like she was, I don't know, she just looked strange in that casket.
I understand. Okay, I know you got to go. I understand. Thank you for having me over here.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, one last thing. Let the people know where they can follow you on your platform.
My YouTube page, the Alexyss K Tyler page, or Alexis Tyler, as well as Alexyss K Tyler Vagina Power on Instagram.
Okay. So I will be dropping this video link in the chat, guys, if you want to finish it up. This was our celebrity guest, Alexyss K. Tyler. Thank you once again for coming by, gracing us with your presence. Your face card never declines, and neither does your work. And thank you for setting aside time to come by and visit with us.
Thank you so much. Good night.
All right. You're welcome. Good night. All right, guys. So that was Alexyss K. Tylor. This was an amazing show. And what we are going to do is I'll drop this link in the chats. Let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat. And actually, I'll give you guys an opportunity to come up and sound off. Or would you guys like to wait for the next video to come out so you guys can take this live, Alexyss K. Tylor's reading, and then the next video that we do, the next live that we do start, which is going to be at 10:10 tonight, you could combine, or if you haven't had a chance, go ahead and catch up on those videos. And actually, that's what we'll do. So we'll go ahead and end off on this interview, and we will pick up on the next show. Okay, so here, let me go ahead and paste this link in the chat so you guys can finish up this live, because let me see where we started. I meant stop from. That way I can give you guys a timestamp so you don't have to go all the way back. Okay, so our timestamp of where we stopped at was we're at 20 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay, 20 minutes and 3 seconds. Definitely want to thank Alexyss K. Tylor and everybody that come by and support the show. Your view matters. You know, we're not always going to see things through the same view, and that's why it's like this. Everybody can give their point of view. You know, I know a lot of things got confirmed for a few people. I know Dazzle, that tarot, oh, excuse me, I'm like jumbling up my words. But no, the Dazzle Tarot, she had come in, confirmed a few things, you know, with the Five of Wands, and Alexis went on to, you know, express, you know, what she had found in her cards. So I definitely want to thank you guys for having an open mind and receiving the content as such. Okay. All things are alleged, you know, for purposes, but I definitely want to thank you all so much. And remember, girls need love too. Need love too.